Good afternoon. Ejaz Akram from London. And we got Paulina with us today. Today, our topic is differences in a relationship. Yes, Paulina?
Yes, good afternoon. Today the topic about differences in opinion, in views, also very important because we are generally different, but there are some really areas, topics that are makes conflicts easily, like politics, like religion, like money, like morality, like even if our home should be open for others or not. So there are some topics, areas, differences based on our values. That's why it's worth it to talk about this today and to share our point of view. Maybe different, but it doesn't matter here if I think differently than you. But topic is important for couple.
Yeah, that's right. It's a difference of opinion in relationship, right?
Yes. So you can, if you want, you can start as the first story as you wish. Or I can.
Like, you can start a little bit and then we can carry on.
Okay, so as I mentioned, there are some areas, topics that can really create easily conflicts. But what is important? Because at the beginning of the relationship, it can be that we maybe like maybe not the right word, deceived by our partner because we are in this first stage of love. We are in love. We are looking even at the differences of the partner as something exciting, new, interesting, intriguing. We are at such stage that we maybe not think so deeply about future life, but now it's the time for excitement and to show our best side. So we may be deceived at the first stage of relationship, not thinking maybe enough deeply about these differences because we like each other, we love each other, we want each other, we want to be together, and this different differences maybe at the beginning they don't matter so much, and it's normal at the beginning. It's normal. Yes, we are looking at about our if we are attractive to each other, but with time, oh yes, and we can also think at the beginning of the relationship, even seeing with differences. Ah, it's not any problem. I will change him. I will raise him. I will teach him how to think properly. I will teach her how to think properly. We can think, oh, maybe family didn't teach him, didn't teach her, but I will do my work and I will teach my partner, him, her. We may think like that. But and maybe at the beginning it's okay. Yes, it's that maybe it's not a problem that we are different, but with time when we start to think seriously about longer relationship, being together, it can be that with differences in these really fundamental areas they can really affect our life because they can affect decisions we are making together about really fundamental things. So it can be about children. When we are at this first stage, we maybe don't think about kids, how many kids, if you want to be a family. Then if there are some differences in faith, okay, so we will have kids, but how to raise them up, in which religion, traditional or not. If one of partner is atheist, he's not believer, another one is a believer. At the beginning, it will be, it can be that it's just no any problem, or maybe the man will not didn't notice in the first stages of love. He didn't notice that his girlfriend was going regularly to church, but now he may be thinking that maybe she exaggerates, or maybe she wants to go to wedding, to altar, to church. Maybe she's pregnant. She's thinking about christening kids, and suddenly a person who is not believer, and now they are together, they can say, no, I don't agree. No, it's a hypocrisy. I will never let my kids go to church. It can be like that. It can be like that. Of course, it's not here to scare our audience, because I wanted to add that it's not so much about the differences, but more about what kind of people we are. Because if we are adult enough, if we have maturity, self-awareness, the other scenario in the same situation can be, okay, non-believer will go to the altar with his fiancée, and it's possible to go even as a non-believer, and he can agree that, okay, kids will be raised in Catholic faith until they are old enough, and then they can decide if they want to follow this faith or no. But it can be like that. It can be such agreement, but you need to be adult enough, and not for everyone it's easy. Not everyone is ready for such agreement. Really, not everyone. So here we are about here we can talk about this maturity and self-awareness, because when you are adult enough, and when you have this self-confidence, you know about your value, you feel worthy, and the differences, they will not steal your feeling of being valuable. They will not ruin anything, because you feel safe, and it's not any problem. But as I see, it's I can't observe it in everywhere. It's quite, I see it seldom. People are not so adult enough. Maybe we need to talk more to work on it. But you know where's the problem? When people want to have happy life, and they are focusing about creating happy life, means that they acknowledge and they accept differences. They are open-minded, not narrow-minded. When people want just to be in a relationship and just to teach my partner how to live, because I am right and you are wrong, I know what is better, you are wrong, then there are problems, and then differences are a problem.
Are we talking today about difference of opinion in relationship, or differences in general?
But differences, faith, politics, thinking about money, investment. I am talking about this.
Yeah, I'm talking about our topic is difference of opinion in a relationship.
Yes, because we are living together, we are talking together, and you know, opinions are related with attitude, and it's related with behavior. It's really important. What is the problem? When one of the partner is fanatic, and he thinks that his way of thinking, his views, opinions are dogma, then we have problem.
Okay, let me a little bit explain about that, because we mentioned in the topic the difference of opinion in relationship, and then we can talk after that differences in general. So differences of opinion in any relationship are common, and it can arise from variety or factors such as personality, upbringing, values, beliefs, and experiences. These differences can be healthy and can help individuals learn and grow from each other. So differences of opinion can help each other also. It's not only for conflicts, but they can also create conflicts and tension in the relationship if not handled properly. So how we can deal that? Here are some points which people can deal with their differences of opinion. Number one is communication. Communication style, that each each person has their own unique way of communicating. These are the differences of opinion that can occur in a relationship. Person's communication style can be different, and that can cause problem to other person for not understanding that is communication style. So their own unique way of communicating, and this can sometimes lead to misunderstanding. If not understanding that person's communication style, that it can lead to the misunderstanding and disagreements. For example, one partner may prefer direct communication while the other person prefer indirect communication. You know, the direct communication when you're saying the straight what exactly you want to say, and indirectly when you're not saying directly but indirectly. These are two different styles of communication. So understand each other's communication style. Number two is money. Money is a common source of conflict in relationships, and different people have different attitude and beliefs about spending, saving, and investing. One partner may prioritize financial security while the other may value experiences and adventures. And number three is parenting. Difference in parenting style can cause tension in a relationship, especially when raising children. For example, one partner may be more strict while the other is more lenient, leading to disagreements over discipline. And it also include what you said earlier about someone want to take them to church, someone want to take them to the mosque. So these can be a problem which need to be solved. Lifestyle. Number four is lifestyle. Differences in lifestyle choices such as diet, exercise, and socializing can cause tension in a relationship. One partner may prefer a quiet night at home while the other enjoy going out and being social. Number five is values and beliefs. Differences in values and beliefs can cause conflict in relationship, especially when it comes to religion, politics, and morality. For example, one partner may have strong religious beliefs while the other may be an atheist or agnostic. It's important for couples to communicate openly and respectfully about their differences of opinion and to try to find common grounds or compromise. Learning to accept and respect each other's differences can strengthen the relationship and lead to growth and personal development for both partners. These were the differences of opinion. But when we talk about it, general differences, there are a lot of things. Yes, Paulina, you continue, then we will talk about general differences and how to deal with that.
Yes, yes, I have maybe more extreme examples and extreme differences than you presented before. But life is life, and also it's good to know at the beginning, if of course possible, being in love, to think um, and looking forward. But
Mm,
I think that there are some values that can divide us as in as relationship, because I can't imagine, for example, a relationship between feminists who fights for women's rights for abortion and
mm,
with a partner, with a man who is pro-life supporter. Of course, they can be at the beginning in love and frenzy of passion, but I don't believe in such, because it's the system of basic values. Pro-abortion and pro-life. It's absolutely enemy, opposite, and hostile. I can't imagine myself. I can't imagine a happily long-term relationship having such opposite beliefs. Well, because it's fundamental values, pro-life or against life. So there are some. That's why I thought I have much more maybe extreme examples, that not always it's possible, or it is possible, but you need to put a lot of effort in such relationship. It's in such relationship when we have really huge differences in views, in
mhm,
beliefs, is that is creating such life not to risk with losing your life, yourself in life, not to, just not
Yes,
to
yes.
lose yourself. It's about this. It's about this. I told about maturity, but openness to being open to diversity of other person. It's really hard work. You mentioned about talking, but in this my heart examples, because I have another example, maybe this example. Um, Believer, a man, a believer, and a woman who is in eco groups. And let's say they are thinking about vacation, holiday soon, and he would like so much to go to sanctuary, to Lord, to pray. And his wife, as an eco fan, she wants so much to go to fight to defend trees on Amazon. Okay, they can go both on own way. It's not a problem. But after coming home, and home is your own sanctuary, she would like to share experience this time in this Amazon. But I think that it's impossible from his side to show enough excitement, understanding on what she was doing there, because it's not his value. And the same with him. His wife being so eco, she may not understand fully and deeply his need to pray, because for her planet is the first list, planet is the most important, and why waste time to pray when a planet is dying and we need to find for trees. So you see there are some values, and maybe then because she doesn't receive enough understanding, tolerance, maybe he will not not tell her, I'm so brave of you that you were defending these trees. So maybe she will call someone who is in the same group, just to share in the same excitement. So it's maybe detail, but living like that with opposite values in such important areas, faith, planet, um, there are some moments that you may not build this bond deeper and deeper. You may feel not understood by a partner.
Mm.
But as I mentioned, it's possible when you both are open to this diversity of values and attitudes. But you mentioned about talking. In this my examples, I think that talking is not enough, because
Yeah,
we
that
are
that is vital for communication is vital. But sometimes you know that some issues are not resolvable. Have you ever considered that? Because
uh,
some
here was even not
issues,
about that, not to solve, because you
yeah,
know
some
we
matters
touch
not to solve.
we touch now very deep values, and sometimes it's much more about your attitude, because sometimes it's the solution not to do anything. You are a person who accept or not accept. For you is okay that your wife is eco and prefer going to fight for trees than go to sanctuary. It's not about talking, it's about your really deep acceptance, your inner acceptance for such person. And it's not that you can create it and build and work by talking only. It must be, I don't know, in your just nature, your way that you accept, and it will not ruin anything in the relationship. But not everyone is such person with attitude to accept this diversity, and it will not change anything in your relationship. For most of us it will be conflictogenic.
You know, that, but I was saying that people need to get to the root of the problem. That is solution for everything. Treat to the root causes. When we don't go to the root causes, then problem not solved. Sometimes when we argue with our partner, it is because someone's need are not being met. If it seems like your partner is sweeting the small stuff, take a moment to evaluate it, whether there is a large issue at hand or something is like smaller. For instance, for example, If your partner is upset that you are partying in the middle of the week, in the middle of the week, that's not good. They might want you to designate more time for your relationship, or be worried about your keeping your grades up. Consider that things from your partner's point of view also, and put yourself in their shoes. How would you feel if the roles were reversed? Be understanding of your partners instead of just trying to push your point across. So unless we solve the root cause, it's not going to happen. Some problems are not resolvable. Consider if the issue is uh, resolvable or not. We need to consider first this. Sometimes we argue with our partner about something that is really big and impact our lives, like transferring schools, children's schools transfer, if you do or don't want kids, and where to live when you graduate, if you feel like you will need to sacrifice your beliefs, morals, our dreams to make the relationship work. Because when these things come up, like dreams or beliefs or all these, are they resolvable? Sometimes it's not resolvable. So, to make the relationship work, then you should think about whether the relationship is really worth staying in. For a relationship to succeed, you need to think that your partner should see eye to eye on the bigger picture, having aligned goals. That's we talk always, that aligning goals with each other, dreams, values, and beliefs is a major part of being compatible with someone. Alignment is very important with beliefs, with goals, with all things, and going to the root cause. Because unless we solve the root cause, root problem, then the problem will be, as you said, that talking is not working. Then, what do you think?
Here, when we have such relationship with differences in beliefs, in faith, and these areas, maybe it's up to us to observe ourselves how we react if it doesn't make us angry. Maybe it's up to, because as I mentioned, going into such relationship with differences is not to lose yourself, not to have shackles, not to not just to feel free, because you can live with such person with differences in opinions, in views, in beliefs, but you can live and feeling like in a cage. You can live, but you can feel enslaved. You can live, but you may be present in love, but absent in your own life. So that's why with such situation and differences, maybe we need more time just to observe ourselves and to answer honestly if I am a person who is adult enough, mature, and ready to accept and to accept this diversity. If not, better not to go maybe to such a
Yeah,
relationship.
diversity, accepting
Up
diversity.
to us, not for everyone. Such it's a challenge. Such.
Hmm. So there are 7 tips I would like to mention here. 2 I have mentioned already, how to deal with the conflicts in a relationship. Create a welcoming environment to open communication. Open communication, welcoming environment is very important. When it's a person feel comfortable in a welcoming environment, then they can talk more openly. Then is maintain a calm and respectful uh, demeanor during heated conversation. When conversation is heated, then maintain the respectful uh, place. Maintain the respectful status of each other. Watch out for argument that stem from a need for control. Find some middle ground. Agree to disagree and choose your beliefs. Choose your battles. Agree to disagree and choose your battles. I mean, sometimes you have to be agree on some disagreements which are good for you. but you have to think about it that this is acceptable. It is good to consider that we are fighting about, is it really worth arguing over? Is it just a matter of what to eat for dinner? I mean, talking about this, fighting for this is a I mean, good. Sharing the covers what you next flicks being should be, or what movie they should watch, or personal small things. I mean, these things can be unnecessary stuff which can be ignored, and some finding some middle ground etc. Yes, Paulina, if you want, I can explain one by one more.
I don't have any list of tips, but my conclusion is just not to force the other part to your beliefs, to your views. Never force anyone, and not to feel scared having your partner with opposite beliefs, because it will not change anything if you feel.
No, I disagree with you, Paulina, with this. I disagree with you because I have seen things where people they have different religions. They are living together. They are even helping each other in their religion, and there is no problem. It's a long time. Even one person I know, he dropped his wife to the church. He's a Muslim, but he dropped his wife to the church and then picked up from there. And these can be okay because people can.
But I didn't.
So much strict. It's not open.
I didn't say anything about this that you need to disagree, because I only told that not to force anyone in relationship to your beliefs, and not to be scared if another part has opposite beliefs. I am not against any mixed change in faith marriages. It's not like that.
Yeah, you are right. Agree with you 100% on this point, because no one should force to anyone
Yes.
to their belief. That should come from heart, and person shouldn't be hypocrite just to keep in the relationship to change their belief or change their religion. That's not acceptable.
But
That's not.
there are also examples of people with mixed faith that suddenly after marriage, after wedding, one part is forced to change, to convert, and it's
No, that's
also
not
reality.
good. That's not good at all. That is person's
Yes.
weakness, own weakness. If that person changed because of force, that is person's own weaknesses, or maybe that person is lying. You know what I mean? Because no one can change you to change your belief. It's personal own choice. And when someone is changed with force, this is not a good thing at all, because every faith, every belief should be from heart, or any relationship, it should be from heart, not just for the compromise only to just live together, or a materialistic thing, or just temporary benefits. It shouldn't be like that. If someone is in a relationship from heart, it should be in the relationship. If not from the heart, it shouldn't be in the relationship. Someone is changing their belief, it should be from the heart. Shouldn't be from just to showing off or because of someone put pressure. No. Will the woman cut their hair, or men will shave their head if someone force them? Answer me, please. Will any man or woman will shave their head if their partner force them to?
But you have force. So you answer. You have the answer.
Yeah, never ever a woman will shave their head, even if their partner or even their mother is forcing. She's not going to shave their head. So how she can change her religion because of force, which is the biggest thing than hair. Hair can come back, but religion gone, that's gone. So that is personal choice. Its own feelings, insights. People can be hypocrite. They can change for the time being to keep the relationship, or to show that they love the person. You know, that these can be tactics which are not good for the person who is doing. Because other person will believe, okay, they changed for us. because I totally 100% disagree to force anyone to come in any religion or to change their religion or beliefs or no. Everyone got my God gave them freedom. Everyone got freedom from the God, Almighty God. Almighty God gave everyone freedom to choose what they should be, what they can be. At the end of the day, then He will be judging to everyone accountability, the day of judgment. In this world, we all are free to choose to see what is good for us, what is not good for us, religion or belief or whatever. So no one should force. This is utterly unacceptable, and no one should accept it because this is going against the God's will. If you are forcing someone to change their religion or faith or belief because you think it's a good, it's a you think. If God wants everyone to be in one religion, He wouldn't give the people that kind of freedom then. He could put everyone on one religion. He gave people freedom. Okay, choose. You are free to do that's a playground. Go and then come back. Then I will see that who is on the right path. So no one should force. This is actually, I would say, in Holy Quran. It's written in the Holy Quran that there is no compulsion in a religion. You can't force anyone to change their religion. If someone, uh, Muslim or non-Muslim, who read the Holy Quran with understanding, they will understand that what is the real spirit of Islam. It's not the people. People can be stupid. People can do mistake. People can do many bad things there because of their cultural background, because of their environment, or because of their own psychological problem, or their own psychology, or whatever you can say. But what is the book saying? What is the God saying? That need to be seen. Not the people, what people are doing. People are doing, they do mistake, they do good choices, they do bad choices. So there is no compulsion in uh, that force anyone to change their religion. You can't change, you can't force. God wants everyone to have one religion, everyone will be. It should come from heart. And if someone want to change, someone change yourself. Show your own character, your belief should show that you are a good person. So they can see that, oh, this one isn't in this religion, this their character is good, they are good people. So why shouldn't we join them? You understand? The people hate because of their bad actions. It's the people's actions where which they will be responsible at the day of judgment. Go on, please.
No, I have nothing to add because it's not about, only about
Do you
religion.
agree with what I said?
It's about as I told, it's challenge
Yeah, change it.
about remaining yourself with all your beliefs,
I'm
values,
asking that, you
and
agree with what I
not
said?
not to be fanatic. That's all, and
Yeah.
open up for diversity, and not for everyone because um, yes, for example, I know my value and I respect my friends' different faith. We
Yeah,
are as
Paulina,
well, we are
Paulina,
as well different
do
faith,
you agree? Do you
but
agree with that?
I accept you. I accept all what you shared before. But
Mm.
for example, I know myself and how I react. And for example, I for me the same faith is important to in relationship. Yes, even if I know examples even around me, people with different faith. For me, is the factor that the partner must be the same faith as me because I know myself and I know how important for me is going together,
Mm.
um, enjoying Christmas, Easter time. But I'm not against other people. It's that I know myself. But sometimes people at the beginning they don't know well themselves, and with time, not to have conflicts. Not even good that we share now this topic, just to think a bit
Mm.
what can be in the future if such scenario appear. Just to accept. No need from my side. No need to agree. It's not about agreement only, but just acceptance. To accept.
Okay, this let me conclude that the how to deal with the differences in relationship, because this can be a challenging. This is a challenging as indeed, and communication, as you said, that they should communicate, open communication, respect, and compromise. Find the common grounds where they try to each and compromise to work for both of you. Be willing to make compromises. Find solutions that benefit both parties. Empathy. Put yourself in your partner's shoes and try to understand their perspective. Empathy can help you better understand their point of view and find common ground. Seek help. If you are struggling to handle your differences in your own, consider seeking the help of a couple, a therapist, a counselor, or coach. A trained professional can help you work through your differences in a constructive and healthy way. Remember, no two people are exactly the same, and that's okay. Differences can actually bring richness and depth to a relationship if they are approached with openness, respect, and a willingness to compromise. That's it from me. Then we,
Not to fight. It's not to fight with people's, with others' opinions, beliefs. Not to fight.
yeah, no, not to fight, no. What do you mean not to fight? What is that? Explain,
Not
please.
to, not to try convert. Not to prove that you are right, he's wrong.
Yeah. No, but that's why I said it's a communication, openness, communication, and go to the root causes and accept what is, true. You understand? If someone saying that school kids should be in the school, and other person saying no, they can't go to that school there, that is differences. And what is at the moment they have opportunity. I mean, they got only in the UK. I don't know what is the system in the Poland. Here are allocation that when people are moving area, then they can have their children can have place in the school if there is available. If not, then they can have little bit further. So sometimes people they move on those areas where the children are if they are too far sometimes. So these kind of things need to be understand, and where that is. Availability and what is a resolvable situation or it's not resolvable situation. Of course, no one should force anyone, or no one should uh, lie or be hypocrite or showing that someone forced me. Or they feel, because sometimes people they feel by their own and is forcing them, and they or maybe they think that they should change and their relationship will be stronger. Their belief. No, stay true. As people are truthful, true, that's valued. Don't be rude, not to implement or to, impose on belief or on mm, thinking. Just you can show this is right, this is wrong. Let them choose. That's it. Is that right?
Yes, the topic was specially presented today because generally people join to people with the same similarities, so it's easy. But sometimes different culture and religion, and sometimes it's a challenge, of course, possible, but challenge uh, because we are talking about the system of basic values, and that's why worth it to present this topic presented by us to think what may happen, not to fight, observe yourself.
Yeah, that's helpful. People sometimes they even don't realize that these small things is a causing problem and how to solve them. These differences of opinions, differences in relationship, they can be solved. If they are not resolvable, then they need to find
Yes,
if help. If they can't solve, then they need to go to someone. And our next is monotony and
monotony,
monotony. Yeah,
monotony, routine. Yes.
monotony in relationship. And see you after a while.
See
All
you.
right, Paulina, take care.
Take care.
Bye bye.
Bye.